wanna hold you every night, and that's a feeling I wanna get used to. But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. These beautiful things that I've got, please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Oh, please don't take. I found my mind, I'm feeling sane.
Hello, students and staff. My name is Mrs. McCooch. I'm the principal here at Wilson Middle School, and I am looking forward to the 24-25 school year. I'm super excited. I was out of school last year for a few months. I know the students in 7th and 8th grade, you probably recall me being out for a while, and I'm really excited to be back. Unfortunately, there were some health situations going on in my family. Some of them have been resolved, but not totally, so I am back, but I will be out of the building quite a bit, and when you see me out of the building, just know there's a good reason I'm out. I'm not just playing hooky, I'm not skipping school, I just have some things I need to take care of throughout this entire school year. And when I'm out, we have a lot of great office staff here, and they're going to introduce themselves, so they will be taking care of you as well. So I'll be here taking care of you, but they will as well. When I'm out, they will still be here. With that said, again, I just wanted to say I'm Mrs. McCooch, and I'm super excited about starting off this school year. It's great to be back, and I look forward to meeting all the new students and seeing the former students. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. This is Mrs. Shammy here, Assistant Principal at Wilson. I just want to welcome all of our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Super excited that our year is getting off to a great start with our orientation that we just completed today. So our 6th graders, be watching for those those 8th graders tomorrow to wear these shirts. They're out there in the hallway to help you out and make sure that you get into all the right classes. Have a great day and a great year, everybody.
Welcome back, students and staff. This is Officer Tyson, and welcome 6th graders. Looking forward to a great year. If you have any questions or anything, come see me.
Hi, I'm Eric Morrison. I'm the new Dean of Students, and I am here to help you guys out in any way you need it. You can find me in the hallways during class switching. You're going to see me in the cafeteria every day. I'll be in the office helping out.
I'm Mr. Jesu. Kids normally call me Mr. J. I used to be the assistant principal here a few years ago. You'll be seeing me here the month of September for sure. So you'll see me in the hallways, in the cafeteria, trying to help out, get everybody off to a good start. All right, so if you have any questions, come see me. And remember, do the right thing and have a great year, everybody.
Go Wilson Warriors!
Good morning, Wilson. I'm Layla.
And I'm Delilah, and today is late arrival Wednesday, September 4th, 2024.
And we are Wilson Video bringing you your Warrior News. Today is a special Wednesday schedule, which is on the screen now.
Welcome back, everyone.
Tomorrow is our first equal feeling school day with a regular schedule. Today, students will have lunch for the first time.
Lunch goes around 3rd hour today. The lunch menu is on the screen now. Look ahead and check out the options for this week. Speaking of lunch, today is the first lunch of the school year. We will be cueing to a special segment on what to do in the lunchroom. Let's cue to that now.
All right, good morning, Wilson students. Today is Wednesday, which means you will be going into the cafeteria today. Now, I know my 7th and 8th graders know the drill and the expectations in the cafeteria, but for our new 6th graders, I want to go over a few things. And you know what? It can't hurt for our 7th and 8th graders to be reminded of some of our expectations. So, as you're coming in, make sure that you're walking into the cafeteria. As you can see, the cafeteria is right behind me. Remember, vending machines are strictly for when your section gets called. That is when it is your time to access the vending machines. So as you're coming in, please don't utilize the vending machines. Wait for your section to be called. All right, come on in. All right, students, so when you come into the cafeteria, it really does not matter which section you sit in, what table you sit at. My thing is just find a seat as quickly as possible. You obviously want to sit by your friends, that's fine, but just try to do that as quickly as possible so that we can get lunches out to you and we're not taking too much time for that, okay? When you come in, you will see the sections numbered up against the wall in the back of the room. It really doesn't matter where you sit. After a few weeks, we are going to assign your tables, and then that will be your location throughout the first marking period. Okay, so make sure in these next few days you're really thinking about where you want to sit, who you want to sit with. There's no assigned seats, it's assigned tables. So just make sure that you're picking a table that is a good fit for you, because eventually that will be your permanent spot throughout the quarter. All right, so this is a really important detail that you need to know about coming to lunch today. So everybody should be listening to this. 7th and 8th graders, you probably have this down pat, but our 6th graders, listen up. When you come into lunch, you really need to know your student number. It's written right on your student schedule, and it's also on your student ID. If you have one from your elementary days, you'll be getting a new one soon. But have that with you handy, because you are going to be required to punch in your student ID. If you have it memorized, you're golden. You're all set. But if you don't, make sure you have your schedule with you when you come to lunch, or you have an old student ID with you when you come to lunch, because like I said, they can't spend a lot of time looking up every student's name. So please know your student ID. As you're going through that lunch line, be ready to punch those numbers in. All right, so one of the expectations when you're in the cafeteria is that you're cleaning up after yourselves. Our lunch ladies are limited. There's only so many of them, and it is not their job to clean up after you every day. So the expectation is that you clean up after yourself. There'll be large garbage barrels throughout the cafeteria. There's always one in each section. So look for that garbage barrel. Throw out your garbage, check your floor, check your table, make sure your area is cleaned up. I don't dismiss students until their tables are clean. So if you want to get out of here in time, you got to make sure you do your part and you clean up after yourself. Okay, another thing that's really important is that when I do call your section, you are coming out and walking down the aisleway. You're not cutting across a bunch of table areas. This is why we have extra space between the sections. That's where we want you to come out, and we want to make sure that you're walking. I know our 6th graders are excited about our new lunches. However, you do still need to walk, and I get up on that mic and I may call you out if you're running. So just make sure that you're doing your part and you're walking. Everybody will get a lunch. We are not going to run out of food, so make sure you do your part and just walk. Thank you. Lastly, I want to mention, when you do go through the line, there's a couple expectations. It does not matter which side you choose. Just go with the one that has the shorter line. As you're getting your lunch, you're going to have some options available to you. Please make sure you're not reaching your hand inside. You're using the tongs that are set right beside the food. Okay? That is a big no-no. Do not reach in to grab the food. You use the tongs, the utensils that are available right in front of the food to access the food. When you get to the end, you'll have milk and a juice to choose from. You cannot take 2 milks or 2 juices. It has to be one of each, all right? And you are going to be asked to take all the items that are part of that lunch. It is a requirement by the state that you take all those items. Even if you don't want to eat them, my recommendation is that you take it and you offer it to your table mates. Somebody at the table may want that milk that you didn't want, or the vegetables that you had on your plate that you didn't want. And if they don't, then you're just going to have to throw those away, all right? I know it feels kind of silly to take something that you know you're not going to eat, but you never know, there might be somebody at your table that will enjoy those. All right? Okay, at the end of lunch, I will dismiss you by sections, just like I call you to get your lunch by sections. So you have to wait for your section to be called before you leave the cafeteria. When you leave, please make sure that you're cleaning up after yourself. There's nothing on the floor. We may have to call you back if your table is not cleared. All right? We also don't call sections that are not ready to go. So how do you know you're ready to go? Your table looks clean, the floor looks clean, and then I will call your section and dismiss you. Make sure you're not bringing any food items out of the cafeteria, all right? Obviously, your lunch bag is fine. Let's say you didn't finish your lunch and you brought a cold lunch, put it right back in that lunch box, close it up, take it to your locker. Hot food items, you cannot leave the cafeteria with. So let's say you didn't get a chance to finish that milk, it does not leave the cafeteria. Unfortunately, you'll have to throw it away. All right, so do your best to pay attention to the amount of time that we give you. I usually try to give you a heads up that it's almost time to go, finish up your lunch. So listen for those announcements, and then you're going to have to make sure that you clean up your area and no food leaves the cafeteria at the end of lunch. All right, I hope you enjoy your lunch.
We want to remind the 6th graders that opening your lockers can be a challenge. Don't stress, we have a tutorial we will cue to now.
Hello Wilson, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Jezebel.
And today we're going to show you how to open your locker.
First you're going to find your locker.
Then you have to spin it 3 times to clear it so you can put in the code. Then you turn it right and put in your first number.
Then you have to pass 0, turning it left, then put in your second number.
Then you turn it right and put in your last number.
Then you pull up the handle and open it. And that is how you open your locker, Wilson. Have a good day. Bye.
We will cue to any additional announcements that need to be made.
Hey Wilson, a reminder, back to school night is Tuesday, September 10th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. This is an open house meet and greet. It's for parent and or guardians only. Make sure you give your parents your schedule so they can follow it. Also on September 10th is Picture Day. Don't forget to dress and look your best.
Now let's cue to any important sports-related announcements.
Interested in joining a sport? Tryouts for volleyball begin for girls on September 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 7th graders will go at 3:15 to 4:45, and 8th graders 4:30 to 6 p.m. Make sure you bring your gym shoes and some water. If you're interested in soccer tryouts for both boys and girls in grades 6 through 8, soccer tryouts are September 4th and 5th, 3:30 to 5 o'clock p.m. Tryouts will be held at Memorial Park here in Wyandotte. If you're interested in coming out for the football team or running cross country, we are still taking players. Last day to join will be September 6th. If you're interested in football, see Mr. Carpenter or Mr. Plenz. It's grades 6 through 8. Cross country, see Mr. Green, Miss Keene, or Mr. Rose. Let's have a great day. Now back to the Inkers.
Well, that's a wrap for our first Wednesday of the school year.
Please stand and put your hand on your heart for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America.
And to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.